G. Work on being better when I'm 70.
I was like, I'm waiting on the
drip
dance.
is just a water spring. You know I drip different, this is 7 Seas. I do it.
All right. Welcome everybody to number 2 of Virtual Vibes with Love and Lyrics Open Mic. Please, everyone, welcome the beautiful, the lovely Tashena Stokes, aka Coco Rose. What's going on, girl?
I am good. I'm so excited to do this.
Yes, I'm so excited because you are a trooper. You show up whenever you have work, to the shows. You come right after. If you just got off a plane on your way to the airport, you've always been a supporter of Love and Lyrics. So it's actually an honor for me to have you on the show. For those that are just joining us for the first time, this is episode 2. So this is our second week. I am your host, Ray Love, the founder of Love and Lyrics Open Mic, originated in Pontiac, Michigan, our hometown. And we are just so excited to share this whole movement with you guys. Love and Lyrics is an open mic that's centered around powerful movement, powerful expression, creative expression, and healing, and with a focus on mental health. So who is better to have on the show than Miss Coco Rose, who is not only a speaker, she's an artist, but she's also a coach, and she's also bilingual, which is also one of my favorite things that I know about you. So yes, please just tell us more about yourself, Miss Coco Rose.
Yeah, so I currently am a full-time entrepreneur as of May 31st. I'm a holistic business coach. And so I do traditional coaching with leadership and business, but through the lens of holistic health, because I have been physically unwell from overworking myself. I have been extremely mentally unwell. Everyone needs therapy. Everyone needs mental health is something that you should work on every day.
Absolutely.
Everyone that went through COVID now has trauma. Like if you didn't have trauma before, you now have trauma.
Group
and
trauma.
We all need new tools. We all need new tools, right? Like before it was like those woo-woo people use them herbs and them smelly things, and they do that breathing and that whatever because they don't went to. Everybody needs it now.
Absolutely.
Everybody needs emotional regulation from the CEO down to the little babies. That is part of my mission to understand. Yes, we need to get the bag. Yes, we need to up-level everything. Yes, we need to communicate better. But at the same time, we have to protect our mental health.
Balance. You talk about holistic wellness, and I love the word whole. You'll see it spelled different ways out there, the HOL, and then you have the WHOL. And I think it's really important to just highlight that, you have to look at the whole body. You have to look at the whole person and understand, okay, that spiritually, this is where I am. Mentally, this is where I am. Physically, this is where I am. And if one of them is out of sync, just like with your trio of your heart, your mind, your brain, your heart, and what is it, lungs, right? If those three, one of those are not working, then other stuff can be out of whack. So I think it's beautiful that you dedicate your time and your energy towards that, because we definitely need more of that. That's what I've been able to see from all of your poetry at Love and Lyrics. Is it okay if I show people a clip from a previous show of you?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
let's do it. Okay, we're going to do this.
Plant the seed. Be patient. Water. Hydrate. Sprout. Bloom, wild, natural, fierce, unbroken, untamed. Flower, give joy. Cross-pollinate, spread your seeds of your beauty, of your life, of your heart, of your essence. Radiate in full bloom.
First of all, okay, dress. Beautiful. First of all, this was one of my favorite nights for Love and Lyrics. We did a gala, or it was a red carpet event at the Creative Arts Center in Pontiac, which is a historic building in Pontiac, Michigan. And I thought it was just so, symbolic for us to do an open mic inside of that building where there's so much history for the art and the artistry in Pontiac. So it was beautiful to see you walking down that red carpet, and you, as you guys can see, she was gorgeous. Absolutely. Mary Evans says she loves it. Okay. So one of these things that I want to get into is talking about holistic wellness, right? Talking about expression and how you can merge the two in order to not only express yourself, but impact somebody else and teach other people. You're a coach. So obviously you've been through some things in order to teach some things. So tell me, how do you balance and how do you merge those two things together?
Yeah. So for all of my clients, one of the things that I recommend is journaling, right? Like, we are not in touch with our emotions, and we need to be more present and pause. And sometimes journaling comes out, if you just free flow it, it just comes out like poetry. Like,
Absolutely.
and so just writing off the top of your head and not worrying about most of my things. I've been writing poetry actually since I was 5, took some breaks and came back. And when I was younger in my teenage years, I did a lot of rhyming and stuff like that. But it doesn't have to be, poetry can be anything. It literally can be anything. And so just starting with journaling out your feelings.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you're just going to hear a rhythm in your head. Sometimes it's just going to feel better to use illustrations or to think of something. And you just, before you know it, you're writing poetry.
I love that. When you just come off the top of your head, do you freestyle a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually when I'm writing it down, though, it's usually with pen and paper when I do it, though. But
okay, good. Because that's the game that I had for us today, if that's okay.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm just gonna give you a word, and or we can even ask our guests tonight, what kind of words they would like to hear. But we're gonna do a community poem. And you know how we do line for line, we go off of what the audience done. We've done this at Love and Lyrics before, and it's always turned out to be really powerful. So how it will work is, we just add a line in turn with one another. We take turns and we go off of that. So Mary Evans said that the theme should be love for the poem. And by the way, thank you guys so much for tuning into this chat, tuning into this podcast. I'm excited because love and lyrics just go together. It's about, love, the love in your life, the love for your career, your passions, love for other people. And it's the expression of music that allows us to communicate with one another and connect with one another. So I really want to use this exercise. If you're here, go ahead and just drop some lines that you would like to add to the poem if you like. Even if this is a past video, you did not make the live. I really want you guys to participate in this community poem. You never know what may happen. So the word is love, and it's your job to do the first line.
Love. I am not my ego. I am love. I am love. You are love. We are love.
Okay, you lagged for 2 seconds. So you said, I am not my ego. I am love.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that. Okay, next line. I'll go. I am not my ego. I am love. I am not my appearance. I am love.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, Mary Evans, what's your line? She's a poet too. People don't know it. So I'm not my ego. I am love. I am not my appearance. I am love. I am not my past. Ooh. That's good. That's good. Mm-hmm. I'm not my past. I am love. One more from you when I close it out.
Sure. Let's see. I am not my ego. I am love. I am not my parents. I am love. I am not my past. I am love. Let's see where we're gonna go.
I told you I was gonna do this to her.
I am and always will be abundant and dripping in love.
Ooh, with the drip. Always dripping with love. Yes, I love that. Anybody else? Okay. Thank you guys so much for participating in that poem with us. That's what it's about. Just being on the spot, coming from your heart, speaking from your heart. It's not about perfection. It's about expression. And so that's what I like to say. One of the other things that we do at Love and Lyrics is I am not your backup plan.
That's true. That's true.
Exactly. Right. So one of the things we used to always say is, y'all all right? And then the crowd responds with,
we all right.
All right. And we do it in a sense of just like hyping up the crowd, like getting everybody excited. And you know what Kendrick did for the people when he released that song, it was so healing. And I saw right there how healing music was to say, oh, we're gonna claim this over ourselves. We're gonna be all right. And it started to be that way for me inside of Love and Lyrics. I would show up to that open mic sad, sometimes stressed from work, sometimes just feeling maybe insecure because I had to be in stage and I didn't really get a chance to get myself ready the way I wanted to. But there's like, I'm gonna be all right. Like, look at all of these people, look at all of this beauty, look at all this love. And so I love it. So I definitely love our little sayings. I love coming off the top, doing those kind of things. It really opens you up. So we're gonna go to just our Throwback Thursday clip, which is going to be of a beautiful woman, a beautiful poet who goes by the name of Galaxy, who just hosted her second slam that she hosted. And it was so that she could go and compete in Women of the World Poetry Slam. And I want to congratulate her on her success by showing this clip because I thoroughly enjoyed her show. And she was also the first winner of our slam. So I just thought, hey, why not, show the people that came out and actually won and competed. And they just competed this week as well. So if you guys don't keep up with slam poetry, I highly suggest it. It is a very competitive craft, and I love it. And they go on all the time. But here you go, Galaxy. I love you, girl.
Here he is.
If I say the word period, does it make you feel uncomfortable? What about the word vagina? Growing up as a woman, words like these were only to be used behind closed doors, but now that I'm older, I wonder, why I can't talk about vagina when everybody wants some? They want to get a piece, feel a piece, sometimes still a piece, but when I speak my piece, they tell me that I'm out of order and I need to wash my mouth out with water. I always blame men. I don't know if it's the men in the word administration. It always makes me mad during that time when these dudes just act like they don't know what's up. Like, why would you name it that? As if the lion in my vagina needed another man to tell her what to do. Honestly, we make sure that these men
you guys give it up for JTV. That's my brother. He is also our visual director for Love and Lyrics. He captures all these beautiful moments so that we have an opportunity to play back and reminisce and just still enjoy the art, because what I also believe about poetry is that it is timeless, and if it's truth, it is timeless. And so I'm just in love with what we've been doing, we've been able to build. I also don't want to leave out my little sister, the Lyric Bell. She's also a co-host of the show. As you guys know, I'm Ray Love and she's Lyric. So when you put that together, there's the double meaning, just like poetry. There's so many meanings to love. And so I also want to shout out DJ 2Cray Lex, who is our musical director and audio producer of the show. And he makes sure that we always have a vibe. And if you ever come to one of our shows, you will see that Miss Coco Rose is always with the vibe. She's always dancing on the way up to the stage and on her way out. So I love it. So yeah, I want to ask you another thing. Are you dating? Are you married?
Currently,
I
no.
want some tea. I'm trying to. What?
Currently, no. Yes,
no, currently no. Okay.
Yeah. I'm 3 months out of I'm healing right now. 3 months out of I was just
love that.
Yeah, I don't know. It was almost a situationship, but
okay.
And we had discussed the person actually had a realization that I was pouring into them more than they were pouring into me. So I said, let's have a conversation about intentionality, and they weren't really ready for intentionality and said they wanted to keep the same pace. And I said that was not what I wanted to do. So yeah,
absolutely.
So I'm 100%.
I love that. Okay. She said we outside this summer, y'all. No,
pretty much.
I'm kidding. No, I'd like to ask this, and it's only because I like to tap into people that I know are willing and very open and vulnerable, right? Yep. So let's talk about it. As an artist, when we hurt and we come up with some really great material, okay? Right. Like when we are going through it, I mean, the best songs come from a breakup. Yes. I'm not kidding you, yes. But the best poems. So tell me, do you have like a big breakup poem or like a favorite of yours that speaks on like your healing journey from something like that?
You know what? Actually, there's not a poem but one thing that I was listening to on repeat for a little bit, like right at the end of it, was Green Eyes by Erykah Badu. Which
I've been playing that song.
So that song is like, it goes through all the stages of a breakup, right? And so I would like listen to it and be like, where are we at today? We at the anger stage.
Absolutely.
Because you start out at the denial stage and you're just like, but how could you not want to shine? Like, so that one was on repeat for like the first month. Yes.
Okay. I remember when I went through a breakup, a mentor of mine, she told me to listen to the Waiting to Exhale album.
That's a good one. That's a good
soundtrack. I mean, and from top to bottom, Miss Coco Rose, that album brought me up. Okay, like from top to bottom, it took me down first,
right.
And then it brought me back up. It was like, thank you, Whitney. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, all of these beautiful people that got on here. Whitney, I love you.
Yes. Waiting to Exhale is a good one.
But yes. So I'm actually excited to invite people to actually enjoy a little bit of your poetry tonight. So I'm going to get off the stage and allow you to kind of take over and give us a little taste of how you express yourself.
Yes. Okay. I got 2 quick
ones. You guys are in for a treat. Her words are so powerful. She's always like right in that little pocket of emotion that you don't really visit often, or just like she's gonna find a way to make sure that you can relate or just hear the authenticity in her story. So everybody, Coco Rose.
Alrighty, so this quick one is called Don't Bring Me Flowers at My Funeral. And when we're going through stuff, we need we need empathy. And I've been feeling a little bit like some people need lessons in empathy. So this short one is just a reminder of that. So don't bring me flowers at my funeral. Bring me soup when I'm sick, a hug when I'm sad, a Kleenex for my tears. Pick me up when I'm down, an umbrella if it's raining, a boat for my storm, a life jacket when I'm drowning, an ear to hear when I'm listen when I need it, a dance to celebrate me. Don't bring me flowers at my funeral because I'm allergic to flowers. And really, what good does it do me then? So that's that piece. And then the other quick one is called My Style. So again, my poetry, there's individuals that have spent 40 years and they do all of these allegories and all of these, they're like Shakespeare. I'm pretty quick and can relate to most people. And so this one is just a little bit more about my style and what I do. My style. I don't write prose. I barely write poetry, at least not like others do. You won't find a lot of cleverness. I don't even rhyme. Not a lot of metaphors. Length? Nope. It is seldom a long ride. You may find 1 point, a sentence, a catchphrase, a clapback, a stomach punch, 1 verse. Blink and you may miss it. But usually, you will nod your head, and occasionally you will say, me too. That's that piece.
Woo woo! Thank you so much for that. That was beautiful. I love how you speak from a perspective. If I was writing in my journal, this is how I would be saying it to myself. This is how I'll be writing it, and so it makes it very easy to relate and see myself in that space. And I thank you for that, because I feel like a lot of your poems shed a light on what I can ask of myself, or what I can ask other people unapologetically. That's something that I've always noticed in your work. It's like, I'm going to say this. This is valid. This is who I am. And this is what I want. And I'm claiming it, even though I messed up, or even though it wasn't right the first time. I love that about your work. It's very hopeful. So I'm glad that you keep coming back to us and sharing it with us.
Thank you.
I want you guys to drop some love in the comments for this beautiful poet, some hands, some hearts, if you want to put some microphones. But it is very, very difficult in public speaking to get out in front of hundreds of thousands. I don't know if you guys know this, but we are streaming live from the SOS show today as well, where we share our stories. It's a channel about Black empowerment, about just uplifting people by sharing our stories and impacting others. And it was founded by Mary Evans, who's a wonderful mentor of mine. But yes, we are streaming to over 100,000 followers tonight on this page. So it is not easy to put ourselves out there and just be ourselves. But I want to say, when you are natural and cultural and culturally expressive, and then you say this is important, I feel like it's actually activism. I feel like it's, a revolution, in a sense, to say, if you look like me, you can do this too, and you're allowed to do this too. So that's what I mean by empowering individual, and I love that about you. So let's go to a little game, shall we?
Okay.
We're gonna finish the lyrics game. All right. So you get 30 seconds. And I kind of tweaked it from the last show, where 30 seconds wasn't enough for all of the 5 questions. So I only have a few for you. I'm gonna read the question in the same 30 seconds that you have to answer. So you're just gonna finish these lyrics. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you guys. If y'all want to help her, that's up to you. I won't stop you. But here we go. Okay.
Baby, relax your mind, take a ride with me. I don't know what comes next. Oh my goodness.
Did you get this one? It kind of lagged. The first part.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, blank, blank, blank. Okay, I'll help you out. I'm gonna start this over, you guys. This is how fast our clock moves. So we're gonna do this again. All right. I love you, Coco Rose. So you get an extra pass. Okay. I'm going to give you a hint. You know that?
No. That's it.
Okay. Y'all help her out in the comments.
Yeah, I need help. Sorry, y'all.
Okay, so this one is Baby Grind With Me.
Okay.
Grind With Me. Okay. Even when those 20s stop spinning and all those gold digging women.
Even when those 20s stop spinning.
Time up. We're going to get it without the video. Go ahead. So even when 20s stop spinning and all those gold digging women
disappear.
And what y'all? She'll still be here.
That's one of my songs.
Yes.
Too.
All
That's
right,
another
next
one.
What city completes the following phrase?
We like them boys up top from the city.
What'd you say? What city? What city?
We like them boys up top from the...
It's 2 letters. That should help you out.
2 letters?
Mm-hmm. We like them boys up top from the... BK.
Oh.
Know how to put that money 3 ways. That was Destiny's Child.
Yes, that's Destiny's Child.
Right. I had to go back for you because I knew you were just gonna get
right everything on the radio that I would know, but those aren't the songs that I was rocking as much from Destiny's Child.
Okay, tell us what's your favorite. Who are your favorite artists? Who are your influence?
Oh, I'm Neo Soul all day long.
Okay.
Neo Soul all day long.
India. So you mentioned Erykah Badu already.
Erykah Badu, yeah, like Neo Soul, Nina Simone, like all day long. Yeah. But no, I rock Destiny's Child, Beyonce, Rihanna when we vibing, we gotta dance to that.
Absolutely. And anything that you're working on right now, currently a project or anything that you might be acting in or a place you're traveling to? Because I know you always on a plane.
Right. Well, I've been grounded.
Or modeling or walking in some kind of fashion week. So tell us about that.
Yeah. So I will be, at Michigan Fashion Week for sure. Oddly enough, so I found some journals. And of course, again, in my journals, there's plenty of poems in there that I thought I lost because I thought I typed them out and they were on a computer and then something happened to that computer. So I've been wanting to publish, but I was like, I got to get to a certain level before I publish. But literally, I'm probably going to triple or quadruple the poems that I have. Mm-hmm. So right now I'm working on typing them all out and then seeing, okay, how can we organize this? Because at the end, I'll probably have hundreds of poems and I'll have plenty of content to publish. So,
okay. So we're going to get some physical products from you.
Yes.
And I've actually been, thinking about how well rounded am I as a literary artist, and not just from the writing sense of it, but actually appreciating written poetry and investing in books. My first poetry book was The Seconds, the Minutes, the Hours by Jill Scott, right? I don't know if it went to days, but that book was so important to me at the time because I was listening to her as a songstress.
Right.
And I had no idea that she wrote poetry. And I was like, oh, this makes so much sense. I get it. Like the vibe, India, Ari, I was starting at that age, I was starting to see that this is a whole like genre of music. This is a whole thing. And I can just tap into that pool and feel like this that I do with Jill Scott all the time. It was the video, Let's Take a Long Walk, that really like drew me to her because it was a moving video and it was a thick woman with the afro and she had these people around her community. And I said, wow, this is not a regular woman. She's not, I'm not saying that she wasn't regular, but she's not your typical on the TV screen
Right.
songstress that I see on BET. And I fell in love instantly. So that poetry book, I think I was 12 years old, 11 years old. It really changed my life. It allowed me to see that she was talking about everything and nothing at all.
Yeah.
And when you were saying, you know, poetry can be anything, it immediately made me think of Cesar Toriano, who we featured his video last week on the show. He always says that, you know, poetry can be anything. And I want to encourage us to support those literary artists out there, the people that go out and get their books published, have published poems. Our co-host Lyric Bell, she also is a published poet as well, and it's beautiful to see that there's something on paper or there's something in a digital file somewhere that says this happened and this person shared this thing. And so yeah, be a book, buy books, guys.
Yes.
Buy books.
Yes. And we can put them in audiobooks, and we can put them in NFTs, and we can just, you know, keep on moving it. Keep on moving it.
Okay, NFT expert as well. You got, I just want you guys to follow her. Let me tell us what your social media is so that people can follow you.
Yeah, so on Instagram, it is SweetCanela5. So that's Sweet Canela 5, which canela is cinnamon in Spanish, so sweet cinnamon.
Okay,
and you can find me with my name, Tashena Stokes, everywhere else too, like TikTok, YouTube. Just put in Tashena Stokes, you'll find me everywhere else. Yep.
All right, and you guys can also find me as well on all platforms of Real Read Love, or follow Love and Lyrics on YouTube and on Instagram, Facebook, as well as the SOS Show on all platforms as well, SOS Show. And we are going to wrap up. I'm glad that people got to get to know you a little bit better and hear some of your art. I am going to say next time we bring you in here, it's going to be for a competition where it's going to be teams or head to head for people with these lyrics. So I need you to go back and refresh, because we're going to have a family reunion in here.
Okay.
Y'all don't know. Our Love and Lyrics is so dope. It's so big. There's so many talented artists right here in our hometown, but it's also extended. There's a lot of artists that we connect to in Atlanta, in Detroit, in Phoenix, Arizona, even. So I want us to embrace in one another and embrace this community that we have all over the world on this platform, on these social media platforms. So I just want you guys to make sure that you are connecting and staying connected with us. We'll be right back here next week on Thursday at 8:00 with a very special guest, a very special friend of mine, and a Detroit legend, a poetry legend. So I'm not going to reveal who that is yet. But thank you so much, Coco Rose. Thank you, Miss Tashena, for just stopping by and being so ready and so down for whatever. And I just want y'all to know she is ready to go. Y'all ready to book her for a show? If y'all want her to come and speak and coach, just know she's your lady. Okay?
Thank you.
So I honor you, and I thank you so much for sharing your gift and sharing your love with us.
No problem.
All right, and we are gonna head out of here. You guys have a very wonderful rest of the night. Keep creating. Know that you are loved.
Yes.